Well, days may definitely be getting a bit colder now, but the insects are still around. And if you don't keep your eye on your plants and you get an infestation of things like aphids, they very quickly populate that entire plant. And basically what they do is they drain the sap from the leaves. And of course over time, when you've got thousands of them on one plant, that plant eventually is going to die. So you need to inspect your plants every few days, even though it is getting cold. There's still about, and I've got some pepper plants and I've noticed there's aphids on those. So that's something that needs to be dealt with straight away. And I'll show you what they look like and what part of your plant mainly populate. On this pepper plant here, if you lift up your leaves, that's one of the places where they like to hide. And the problem with them is they spread very quickly. So you might see a couple, but I'll guarantee you if you look under your other leaves, you're going to find more. And you'll see them on the stems of your plants as well. And this is a really big leaf on this plant. And you can see how many there is on there. And if you notice, they're mainly under the leaves. That's the favourite place to be, under your leaves, not on top. So, quite a lot of time, you're not going to notice them. But as soon as you do notice that on your plant, you need to deal with it. And it's pretty simple. So, you saw by that, there's a lot of aphids on that plant. There's some on the tops of the leaves, there's more underneath the leaves. But you'll also find them on the stem of your plants as well. And if you've got them on one plant, I pretty much guarantee you'll have it on your other plants as well. So what we need to do, rather than go out to shops and buy expensive pesticides, we can just make our own. Everything that you're going to need to make this homemade pesticide to get rid of all those aphids, you'll probably have in your kitchen cupboards at home. So basically, we're going to need dish soap, vegetable oil, and white vinegar. And that's it. And this mixture is 100% effective on aphids. Obviously, you're going to need a spray bottle of some kind as well. One that size, or a bigger one like that. That's a 5 litre or 1 gallon. And that's a 1 litre one. So depending on the size of the spray bottle that you're using, then just adjust the mixture accordingly. So I'm going to be making a batch to put in this 5 litre, because then I've got enough to last me quite a while. So first off, washing up liquid. 3 tablespoons of that. And that's the main thing that's going to kill these insects. And then you want 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Or you could use olive oil. And what the oil's going to do is it's going to make this mixture a little bit more sticky. So it will stick to the leaves and the stem of your plants rather than just running off. So that's going to make it even more effective against killing these aphids. And then we want 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. And that's it. And then I'm going to add some water. And we're just mixing it in this small jug, because we want to make sure that oil is dispersed. And the washing up liquid helps the oil disperse as well. Make sure you give that a really good mix. And then we can transfer it to a spray bottle. And then we just need to fill this. And that's your homemade aphid killer. There is a couple of things that might actually be worth mentioning as well before you start spraying your plants with this. It contains oil and the dishwater. So don't spray anything in direct sunlight because it'll burn the leaves of your plants. If you're doing a batch of plants, you can just spray them and then put them under your benches, out at sun, anywhere, as long as the sun's not on them, until you've got rid of these aphids. Also, this mixture is not only lethal to aphids, it's also lethal to beneficial insects as well. So just bear that in mind when you're using it. At this time of year, there's not as many beneficial insects around, and we're doing it enclosed in a greenhouse. And when you spray this, spray the tops of your leaves, spray underneath the leaves, and make sure you spray all that stem as well. And then leave it 24 hours and come back and check it. Normally by then, the problem will be solved. But if it's not, just give them another coat and leave it another 24 hours and then check it again. So just give them a good blast, making sure you get underneath all those leaves. And you're going to blast quite a few off doing this. And once you blast aphids off your plants, they very rarely have the strength to get back on. But once you've blasted it with this, they won't be able to get back on because they'll all die. So that plant has all now been blasted. We've soaked that stem, we've blasted underneath all these leaves where the majority of those aphids are. So all you need to do now is put it to one side. And this is early morning and the sun's just starting to come out, so this will now be put under that bench away from sunlight, and then we'll check it again tomorrow. But that's a very simple and cheap organic pesticide that you can make at home, and in the long run obviously save yourself a lot of money. Anyway, thank you very much for watching that video, and I hope you found it useful. Check your plants, make the spray, and that'll work for you too. We are going to be doing some more videos about making different pesticides as well, because this kind of a mixture is 100% effective on soft-bodied insects such as aphids. And we'll do a few more videos in future with different mixtures to cope with hard-bodied. And if you're interested in seeing that, then please just hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time. You all take care. Thank you very much for watching.